Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First thing first, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mardewi from Class A English Education Batch 2022. Today, I'm going to present or explain a topic which is about genre in discourse analysis. And I do this part to fulfill my assignment from Mr. Rahmatullah as my lecturer at language teaching course. So without further ado, let's get started. For the previous meeting, we had studied about types of lexical cohesion, and now we are focusing on the genre in discourse analysis itself. As we can see on the slide, that there are some subtopics that I'm going to explain. They are the definition of genres and subgenres according to Michael M. Bakhtin, literary genres and subgenres. They are drama, fiction, nonfiction, and poetry. The role of genre in social activities and the significance of genre. Then let's talk about it clearly one by one. The first is about definition of genres and subgenres. Mikhail M. Bakhtin, a philosopher and literary theorist, defines genre as an established form of communication in society. According to him, genres are not just literary forms, but also ways of communicating that are governed by the social context. Genres have a particular structure, style, and content that reflect the social situation in which they are used. For example, in the everyday world, a job application letter has a certain formal structure and language. We can say that formal genre. And in a casual conversation, we use a more free and expressive language style. Yeah, we can say it's actually informal genre. While subgenres are variations or offshoots of the main genre that have their own characteristics but remain within the larger framework of the genre. For example, within the genre of formal letters, there are subgenres such as job application letters, permission request letters, or resignation letters, each with different structures and purposes. Next, the second is about the literary genres and subgenres. In the literary world, genres are divided into several main categories. There are drama, fiction, nonfiction, and poetry. So let's talk about it. Drama. It refers to literary works of dialogue and action intended to be performed on stage. For example, like tragedies or comedies. Next is fiction. It refers to a made-up story that originates from the author's imagination. For example, like novel, short stories, and fables. Next, non-fiction. It relates to the works based on the facts, realities, and actual events. For example, like biographies, essays, and travel reports. Next, poetry. It's related to the literary works that emphasize feelings, emotions, and imagination using dense and meaningful language. For example, like lyric poems and ballada. And the third is about the role of genre in social activities. Genre is not only important in the world of literature, but also in everyday social activities. Genres facilitate communication according to the situation and purpose. So let's see the implementation. In the world of education, teachers use the scientific report genre when presenting research results to the students. In the business world, business letters follow the genre of formal letters that have a specific format. They are introduction, body, and conclusion. In the social media, like Instagram or Twitter, it means like they use short and creative text genres to grab the audience's attention. And in everyday life, when we tell stories to friends, we use the relaxed and interactive oral narrative genre. Okay, the last explanation is about the significance of genre. Genres are important because, first, it helps structure communication. Genres provide a framework or pattern that makes it easier for people to organize ideas, making messages more organized, clear, and easy to understand. Second, it increases communication effectiveness. Since people already understand the characteristics of a genre, the message conveyed is more quickly understood and accepted. For example, when reading a financial report, people already know that the report will contain numerical data, analysis, and conclusion. The third is shaping the expectations of the reader or listener. Genres create certain expectations. For example, when someone reads a fiction novel, they expect a storyline, characters, conflict, and resolution. The fourth is adapting communication to social context. Genres help us adapt our language style and form of communication to the social situation. For example, speaking in scientific seminar is different from speaking at the birthday party. The fifth is developing creativity. In the world of art and literature, genres are not rigidly binding. Many creative writers and speakers play with genres, combining different genres, creating new subgenres, or even breaking the boundaries of traditional genres. So, in the end of that, genres are not just technical forms, but rather tools that construct social and cultural interactions. So, without genres, communication will be more chaotic as people have no guidance on how to speak or act in various situations. So I think that's all my explanation about the genres in discourse analysis. Apologize me if I have mistakes. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.